The pharmacy closes at 6.
Sarah pulls into the parking lot at 5:58. Engine still running while she checks her phone.
A text from her mom about Thanksgiving, something about bringing a salad instead of dessert this year, followed by 3 recipe links Sarah won't open. A reminder about the dentist appointment she's been postponing for 2 months.
A promotional email from a store she shopped at once 3 years ago. Nothing from him.
She turns off the car at 5:59.
Sits for a moment in the silence. The heating system ticks as it cools. Outside, the November sky is already dark. That early winter darkness that makes PM feel like midnight. She watches a woman in a blue coat hurry across the parking lot, arms wrapped around herself against the cold. Sarah checks her phone one more time.
Still nothing.
She gets out of the car. Marcus leaves the therapist's office at 5:47.
The session ran over DR.
Chun had a cancellation afterward and asked if he wanted to keep talking.
Something about communication patterns, about the stories we tell ourselves, about assumptions. Assumptions that calcify into facts.
Dr. Chun had asked him to try one more time before making any decisions. Just talk to her, she'd said.
Tonight.
Not tomorrow.
Not when you've worked out the perfect thing to say.
Tonight. He sits in his car for 3 minutes, composing a text. Can we talk?
I know things have been delete. I've been thinking about what you said delete.
Are you home tonight, delete?
His fingers hover over the keyboard.
The cursor blinks, blinks, blinks.
He locks his phone and starts the car.
The traffic light at Hamilton and 3rd turns red just as he approaches.
He's the first car at the intersection.
He watches the crosswalk timer count down from 90. An old man with a grocery bag crosses slowly, stopping halfway to adjust his grip. Marcus's fingers tap the steering wheel. 84, 83, 82. The light stays red for 92 seconds. Sarah stands at the counter while the pharmacist counts out pills.
The woman is young, maybe fresh out of school, with careful hands and a name tag that says Jennifer. She counts twice, lips moving silently. 28 pills.
4 weeks.
Take these with food, Jennifer says.
And not grapefruit.
Do you eat grapefruit?
No, Sarah says. Okay, good. Some people don't know about the grapefruit thing. Jennifer smiles, slides the bottle across the counter. That'll be $15.72. Through the window, Sarah can see the coffee shop across the street. Their coffee shop.
Thursday nights, for 2 years, before everything got complicated, before the silences started lasting longer than the conversations.
The neon sign flickers open 24 hours, except the eye has been burned out for months. Open 24 hours. She remembers Marcus joking about it.
Where time doesn't exist.
Where hours go to die, miss? Jennifer holds out the credit card reader. Sorry. Sarah inserts her card. Waits. The machine beeps.
She enters her PIN wrong the first time. Has to start over.
The transaction takes for minutes and 30 seconds. Marcus parks at 611. The pharmacy lot. He'd driven here on autopilot. Not really thinking about where he was going. Just needing to pick up his prescription before the weekend. Dr. Chun had increased his dosage last month and he's almost out.
Then he sees her car. The blue Honda with the dent in the rear bumper.
From that parking garage incident she told him about on their 4th date. The air freshener shaped like a tree hanging from the rearview mirror. His chest tightens with something like relief. Or maybe fear. Or maybe both. She's here, right now.
The universe is giving him this.
He gets out of his car, not bothering to zip his jacket, not bothering to grab his wallet from the cup holder.
He can get that after. First, he walks toward the entrance, rehearsing words that evaporate before they reach his tongue.
Sarah pushes through the pharmacy door at 6:08. Pill bottle in her purse, phone to her ear. Her sister caught her just as she was putting the keys in the ignition.
Emma is talking about the wedding venue, something about chair covers and whether ivory is too different from cream and would people notice.
I think people have other things to look at during a wedding, Sarah says, hitting the unlock button.
Her car beeps twice.
But in the photos will be beautiful.
You've been planning this for 8 months. It's all going to be perfect. She slides into the driver's seat. Through the windshield, she can see the pharmacy door, but she's looking down, adjusting the heat, still nodding along to Emma's concerns about the string quartet versus the DJ for cocktail hour.
Aha, she says. That sounds nice. Marcus reaches for the door handle at 6:09.
Through the glass, he can see the pharmacist at the counter, a teenage boy looking at greeting cards, an elderly couple standing by the blood pressure machine. No, Sarah.
He goes inside anyway. Maybe she's in one of the aisles.
Maybe she's can I help you?
Jennifer asks.
Marcus walks to the counter.
Prescription for Davenport. Marcus. One moment. She turns to the shelves behind her. running her finger along the white bags.
Davenport, Davenport.
Here we are, through the window. A blue Honda backs out of a parking space, turns,
Drives toward the exit. Marcus doesn't see it.
He's reading the instructions on his pill bottle.
The same instructions he's read a dozen times before, but reading them again because he needs something to do with his eyes.
That night, Sarah sits on her couch with a mug of tea gone cold between her hands. The apartment is quiet except for the refrigerator's hum and the upstairs neighbor's footsteps. She's been sitting here for 40 minutes, phone face up on the coffee table, willing it to light up. She thinks about texting him.
Her thumb hovers over his name.
The last message is from 3 days ago. Did you pick up your mail? The office said they had a package for you. His response. Got it. Thanks. That was it.
That was the last time they spoke. She types, hey.
Deletes it. Types. I've been thinking about us. Deletes it. Types. Can we? Deletes it. She puts the phone face down on the cushion and picks up the remote instead.
Marcus sits in his kitchen with Dr. Chen's words still rattling around.
The house is too quiet.
He'd moved here after college, convinced he'd fill it with noise, eventually with people, with life, with something other than his own footsteps echoing of hardwood.
The clock above the stove reads 9:43. He picks up his phone, puts it down, picks it up again,
opens her contact.
The cursor blinks in the empty message field. Just talk to her.
Tonight, at 9:47 p.m., he types, can we talk? His thumb hovers over the send button. He reads it again. 3 words. 33 years old, and he can't come up with more than 3 words. He adds, I miss you. Deletes it. Too much. Too desperate. He changes it to, when you have time. Deletes it.
Too casual.
Like he's asking about lunch plans.
He goes back to the original. Just, can we talk?
At 9:48 p.m., he hits send.
The message shows delivered immediately. Not read, just delivered.
He stares at the screen.
Waits.
The typing indicator doesn't appear. 9:49.
Nothing. 9:50. Nothing.
At 9:51 p.m., Sarah's phone buzzes on her nightstand. She's already in the bathroom, washing her face. The third step of her nighttime routine: cleanser, toner, moisturizer.
The same 3 steps every night for the past 5 years. Consistency. The internet promised.
Is the key to good skin. The phone buzzes again. A reminder buzz, in case she missed the first one. She rinses the soap from her face, pats it dry with a towel.
She'll check it in a minute.
Probably Emma again. Probably a late night panic about flower arrangements, or seating charts, or some other detail that feels enormous at PM but will shrink to nothing by morning.
She applies the moisturizer in small circles, the way the bottle instructs.
Upward motions.
Never drag the skin downward. At 10:03 p.m., Marcus stares at the word delivered. Still not read. She's ignoring him.
Or she's busy.
Or she's asleep.
Or she saw the notification and decided he's not worth the interruption to whatever she's doing.
At 10:08 p.m., he opens the message thread again. His text sits there, unanswered.
Looking at it makes him feel like he's in high school again, waiting for his crush
to notice he exists.
At 10:15 p.m., he holds down on the message bubble until the options appear. React,
copy, more.
He clicks more and send.
The message disappears from his side of the conversation, leaving just Sarah's question from 3 days ago about his mail.
He types nothing to replace it.
Just lets the silence stand.
He goes to bed with his phone on his chest, volume turned up, waiting for a response to a message that no longer exists.
Sarah sees the notification at 6:20 a.m. Marcus sent a message. She's still in bed. That half-awake state where the first thing you do is reach for your phone. Check what you missed while unconscious. The notification is there at the top of her screen. White text on a red bubble.
Her heart does something complicated.
Speeds up and stops at the same time. She sits up.
Unlocks the phone. Taps the notification.
The message thread opens. Nothing. Just their last conversation from 3 days ago. Her asking if he'd picked up his mail. Him thanking her for the reminder.
She scrolls up, checking if she missed something.
Scrolls down. Nothing. A glitch, maybe. Or he started typing and changed his mind.
Or it was a pocket dial.
Those happen, don't they?
Phones unlock in pockets. Apps open randomly. Notifications fire off for no reason. She types, did you mean to text me? Stares at it.
Deletes it.
Too confrontational. Too needy.
She types nothing. She showers instead.
Gets dressed. Makes coffee she doesn't drink.
Drives to work through the same morning traffic. She drives through every morning, past the same Dunkin' Donuts and the same gas station, and the same intersection where the left turn arrow is too short and you always have to wait through 2 cycles. Marcus wakes up at 7:15 to an alarm he doesn't remember setting. His phone is still on his chest. No new messages. Of course, there are no new messages.
He deleted what he sent.
She never saw it.
As far as she knows, nothing happened.
He gets ready for work in a daze. Shower, shave, coffee, toast that he forgets to eat. At his desk by 8:30, answering emails that could have been answered yesterday or tomorrow or never.
His coworker Dan asks if he wants to grab lunch later.
Marcus says sure.
Dan suggests the Thai place on Maple.
Marcus says sure again.
At 11:45, Dan comes by his desk.
Ready? Marcus looks up from a spreadsheet he's been staring at without seeing. For what?
Lunch.
Thai place. Oh, actually, I'm not that hungry. Rain check.
Dan shrugs.
Sure, man. Marcus stays at his desk through lunch, eating a granola bar from his drawer, checking his phone every 7 minutes for a message that won't come. The days stack up like cards. One, then another, then another. Each one feeling both significant and meaningless. Sarah goes to work, comes home, watches television she doesn't remember, sleeps, repeats. Marcus does the same, in a different apartment, on a different couch, watching different channels that all blur together into the same noise. One Sunday, Sarah almost texts him. She's at the grocery store, standing in the cereal aisle, and she sees the brand he always bought.
The expensive granola with the blue label.
She picks up a box, puts it back, picks it up again.
Her thumb opens the message thread.
Types, I saw your granola at the store. Reads it, realizes how insane it sounds, deletes it.
She buys the cereal anyway, eats it for breakfast Monday morning, and hates every bite.
On Monday, Marcus drives past her street on his way home from work. It's not on his route.
He has to take 2 extra turns to make it happen. He slows down as he passes her building, looking for her car in the lot.
It's there.
Blue Honda, dented bumper.
He doesn't stop.
Doesn't text. Just drives home and orders takeout. He doesn't finish.
On Wednesday, they're both at the same grocery store at the same time. Sarah in the produce section at 6:15. Marcus in the frozen foods at 6:22. If Sarah had spent 30 more seconds choosing avocados, if Marcus had walked a little faster from the parking lot, they would have passed each other in the bread aisle.
Sarah would have said something.
Hi, probably. Maybe a joke about the last time they were grocery shopping together, when he'd insisted they needed 3 kinds of cheese for a recipe that called for 1. Marcus would have laughed, would have asked how she's been, would have meant it. But Sarah moves on to the lettuce at 6:17, and Marcus doesn't enter the store until 6:22. And the moment that could have been never gets the chance to exist. Marcus runs into Emma at the grocery store. Different grocery store. Different day, a Saturday morning. Sunny and cold. He's in the coffee aisle, debating between medium roast and dark, when he hears, Marcus. Emma stands there with a cart full of wedding supplies, white tablecloths, boxes of votive candles, rolls of ribbon in that color between ivory and cream. Hey, he says. Wow, the wedding soon, right?
3 months. She touches one of the tablecloths like she's checking to make sure it's real.
I'm having a minor panic attack about all of it, if I'm being honest. It's going to be great, he says. Because that's what you say. Sarah's been helping a lot. She's basically my unpaid wedding planner at this point. Emma laughs.
Well, I say helping.
Mostly, she just talks me down when I'm spiraling about napkin colors at midnight. Marcus nods. That sounds like her. She's loving the new apartment though.
Have you seen it yet?
The light in the living room is incredible. She keeps sending me photos of her coffee in different spots, like she's a lifestyle blogger or something. The words land somewhere in his chest. New apartment.
Oh, he says.
No, I haven't. I didn't know she moved. Emma's face changes. Something shutters behind her eyes.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, I assumed. No, that's great, Marcus says.
Quickly.
That's really great.
Where'd she end up? Over by Riverside.
That new complex near the park. Emma adjusts her grip on the cart handle. Anyway, I have like 9 more stores to hit before the rental place closes. Yeah, of course.
Good luck with everything, thanks Marcus. She pushes her cart toward the registers. Doesn't look back. Marcus stands in the coffee aisle for 3 more minutes, staring at bags of beans he's not going to buy.
Then he asks an employee where the pasta sauce is, even though he doesn't eat pasta sauce, because he needs to ask someone something, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. That night, He looks up apartments near Riverside Park, pulls up Street View. Scrolling through the complex Emma must have meant 3 buildings, all new construction, all glass and steel and balconies overlooking the water. He wonders which unit is hers. 2nd floor, maybe. She always said she didn't want to be too high up, didn't like the feeling of being suspended in air. He closes the browser, opens it again, types her name plus the complex name into Google, like he might find something. A listing, a mention, some proof that she's real and living her life somewhere he can't see. Nothing comes up. Of course, nothing comes up. He deletes his search history and goes to bed. It's March when Sarah finds the book she's been putting off, the unpacking. Living out of boxes for months like she's not sure she's staying. Like this might be temporary, but her lease is a year and the boxes are taking up space, and she woke up this Saturday with the sudden conviction that today is the day she becomes a person who finishes things. Box 7 contains books. She doesn't remember packing it. Probably did it in a hurry. Probably just swept everything from the shelf in one motion and called it done. She recognizes most of them. The novel she read on a beach 3 summers ago. The cookbook she's never cooked from. The guide to houseplants she bought when she thought she might become someone who keeps things alive. Then the architecture book. Dark blue cover. The city-shaped. Urban patterns and meanings. She pulls it out carefully, runs her hand over the cover. Marcus had lent it to her 8 months ago. 9. He'd been excited about it, talking too fast, the way he did when something interested him. Something about how cities are designed around human behavior. Or maybe how human behavior is designed around cities. She'd meant to read it, had carried it around for weeks, setting it on her nightstand, promising herself she'd start it tomorrow. She never did. She opens it to the middle, and a receipt falls out. CVS Pharmacy. Date: November 14th, 2025. Time: 6:11 p.m. She looks at it for a long time. November 14th. That Thursday, the day she texted Emma from the pharmacy parking lot. The day Marcus sent a message that disappeared. The day everything stayed the same because nothing actually happened. 6:11 p.m. she'd left the pharmacy at, what, 6:08? 6:09. She sets the receipt on her kitchen counter, makes coffee, drinks it by the window, looking out at Riverside Park, at the people walking dogs and pushing strollers and living their lives in a sequence of moments that happen in the order they happen, unable to be rearranged. She picks up the book again, flips through the pages she never read. There are notes in the margins in Marcus's handwriting, little observations. This is like that street in Old Town. Remember what Dr. Chen said about pathways. Page 147 read this part. She turns to page 147, a chapter about near misses in city planning, about how sometimes the subway lines are built to eventually connect, but they miss each other by 100 feet because of a miscommunication between architects. How people walk past each other every day on streets that almost intersect but don't. How cities are full of almosts. She closes the book, carries it to the box marked donate, along with the cookbook and the houseplant guide, and the novel she'll never read again. The receipt stays on her counter for 3 days. Then she throws it away. Marcus drives past the pharmacy sometimes, not on purpose. It's just near the Thai place where he gets lunch, near the gym he joined and stopped going to, near the route he takes to his parents' house on Sundays. The coffee shop across the street closed last month. The open 20 for house sign is gone. There's a for lease sign in the window now, and the glass is covered with brown paper from the inside. Sarah still has his number in her phone, still sees his name sometimes when she scrolls too far looking for someone else. She doesn't delete it, doesn't add a photo or change what he's saved as. Just Marcus. Sometimes she wonders if she should text him, not to get back together, not to rehash everything, just to say, I found your book. Do you want it back? But she donated the book 3 months ago. Some college student probably has it now, reading about urban patterns in a library somewhere, using their own receipts as bookmarks. On a Tuesday in March, they're both at the same red light. Different cars, different lanes. Marcus heading north, Sarah heading south. They don't see each other. Marcus is changing the radio station. Sarah is checking her phone at a stoplight even though she knows she shouldn't. Reading a text from Emma about bridesmaid dresses. The light turns green. They drive in opposite directions. Late April. The trees are budding. Everything smells like rain and soil and beginnings. Sarah meets someone at Emma's wedding, a friend of the groom's. Tall and kind and easy to talk to. His name is Daniel. He asks if she wants to dance. She says yes. Marcus goes on a date his co-worker set up. Her name is Rachel. She works in accounting. She laughs at his jokes and orders the same beer he does.
When she asks if he wants to get coffee sometime, he says yes. Life continues. But sometimes Sarah drives past the pharmacy and sees the parking lot and thinks about timing.
About pills counted in for minutes
instead of 3.
About sisters who call at the wrong moment. About how many feet she was from the door when Marcus reached for the handle.
Sometimes Marcus looks at his deleted messages and wonders what would have happened if he'd just left it there. If she'd seen those 3 words, "Can we talk?"
At 9:51, instead of waking to a notification with nothing attached, they don't think about it often.
Life is busy.
Life moves forward. There are new people and new routines and new favorite.
Coffee shops that haven't lost their letters yet, but the pharmacy is still there.
Still closes at 6.
The traffic light at Hamilton and 3rd still takes 90 seconds to change.
And somewhere in a donation box at a college library, there's a blue book about cities and patterns and near misses, with a receipt tucked inside marking a page about the things that almost connect but don't. The receipt has faded now. The date is barely readable, but if you held it up to the light and squinted, you could still make out the timestamp.
6:11 p.m. 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. The pharmacy is closing.
Someone is always walking toward a door. Someone is always walking away.